Welcome to the Business Shop Podcast, where our guests speak on meeting the challenges of entrepreneurship, as well as offer tips and advice on business, marketing, technology, and more. Whether you are a newbie or a seasoned professional, this episode is for you. I am your host, Audrey Wiggins.
Let's chop it up.
Don't touch that screen. You are in the right place. Our guest in this episode is going to speak with us about laughter wellness. Why is laughter the best medicine? What are the benefits of laughing? And her name is Cathy Nesbitt. She is a health and wellness advocate. She's the founder of Cathy's Crawly Composters. It's been in existence since 2002. Congratulations, Cathy. And congratulations, she's got Cathy's Sprouters and Cathy's Laughter Club. She is a multi-award-winning environmental and innovator who uses workshops and inspirational speaking to motivate people to live a more sustainable life. Cathy is a certified laughter yoga teacher. She's an appointed laughter ambassador since 2017 by Dr. Madan, founder of Laughter Yoga. Cathy, welcome to the show.
Audrey, I'm excited to be here. Business job, I love it.
Now, you mentioned that we're having a global mental health tsunami and that you see laughter as the fastest happiness hack. Unpack that for us.
Yeah, so, the expression, we're in it all together. We're all in it together. We don't have the same circumstances, but we are all mentally suffering since 2020.
Yes.
Even if you have a whole tool basket of goodies to help you get out of stress and feel better. I mean, even as I have so many tools, but there was days during the past 2 years where I was like, what the heck is happening? What is going on? So laughter really is the best medicine. When we're laughing, we're secreting the love drugs, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins versus cortisol and adrenaline when we're stressed. It's scientifically proven. It's not just an expression. Laughter is the best medicine. Mm-hmm. And so laughter really gets us out of our head and into our beautiful bodies so we can really feel what's happening rather than just trying to think our way out of everything.
Oh, wow. That's good. For sure. And I like how you separate the different drugs, the adrenaline versus the dopamine. Yeah, definitely. And tell us, what actually happens to our bodies?
Oh, so many things. Mm-hmm. When we're laughing, our body is having a party. Our trillions of cells are just like dancing around in our body. We feel good. And so here's what happens. We can live without food and water for a few days. We might be grumpy and uncomfortable. We can only live without oxygen for a few minutes. Laughter forces us to inhale deeply because you can't just ha, ha, ha. Right? You're exhaling. So at a certain point, you have to go, oh, so you can continue ha, ha. And, Audrey, when we are laughing, we are completely present.
Okay.
We're not, isn't it? We're not thinking about that thing we said yesterday or that upcoming event. So we're not in fear or frustration, anxiety. We are totally present. We're in joy. It's our birthright.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So back to oxygen. When we're stressed, we're not breathing properly. So our body's not getting what it needs. So for sure, our brain isn't. So when we're laughing, it just oxygenates our brain so that we can come up with better solutions.
Wow. So we should be laughing before we do anything, any major decision. Excuse me, I'll be right back. And he goes, yep.
Yes, you joke about that. I say that to students.
Your serious face. I'm looking at your face. You're looking serious there.
I'm like, yes, that's exactly right. Thank you for saying that, because I say to students, this is going to sound ridiculous, but just before your exam, go into the washroom and laugh for 30 seconds full on. It's a cardiovascular workout. Like our diaphragm is attached to all of our organs. Mm-hmm. So when we're laughing, it's like internal jogging. All of our organs are jostling around. Again, they're joining the party, the movement party. You asked why. Okay, I said oxygen, the love drugs. Also, we have in our body, we have blood and we have our heart to pump our blood. We have another fluid called lymphatic fluid. Lymph only moves when we move. It doesn't have its own pump like the heart. Because we were designed to move. We used to move a lot more. And now we don't. Now we sit a lot. So our lymph, 3 times the amount of lymph as blood, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's mind blowing. Nobody, we do blood tests, we do blood work. Right. They talk a lot about markers in our blood. Nobody that I know of is testing lymphatic fluid. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, but I mean, so when we're laughing, again, our diaphragm is attached to all our organs. So our lymph moves when we do deep breathing. And when we're laughing, ha, 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 we're moving. Mm-hmm. Or when we're moving our lymph.
Right.
So either we have to move or we have to physically take deep breaths and laugh.
Wow.
Woo.
That's interesting. So that helps us to have a more sustainable life then.
Right? Absolutely. Right. You got it. Yes, you have it because stress.
I'm stealing this all from you. I didn't make it up.
But I'm glad that you're picking up the pieces that I'm delivering. Like you're like putting it together, stringing the pearls. It's it. It really is so simple. If we want a better, more joy-filled, happy life, breathe deeper, laugh, move, dance, sing, whatever it is for you. People will say to me, oh, because laughter yoga, let me tell you about laughter yoga. Okay. It's not about fancy pants or poses. It's not doing yoga and laughing. It's just laughing. It's just laughing. But we need, I believe that laughter was squished out of us, which is why we need laughter clubs, because just laughing full on, ha, 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 ha. It's boring, first of all, and to sustain that is difficult. So in a laughter club, 30 to 60 minutes, you're in a group, it's contagious. So you're making eye contact, you're looking. So I'm doing this because it works very well in Zoom. Right before 2020, there was very few online laughter opportunities. It was in person, like it's so fun in person, but online. So we're looking at each other. We have gallery view. And then we're just laughing. As the laughter leader, there's little games. I inspire people to take deep breaths. We move around. Maybe I'll play some music and we'll just dance. And then at the end, there's this beautiful laughter meditation where we just laugh for a minute or two. It's organic. Okay. And then when it finished, when you laugh with a bunch of people, you're having a good joke, something's happening and you're laughing, ha, 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 ha. And then you're like, oh my gosh, like your stomach's hurting, your cheeks are hurting. Those are the laughter muscles. And then it dies down, right? Everyone's like, ha, ha, whoo. And then somebody starts giggling again. Do you remember those times?
Yes.
That's what a laughter club is. Okay. It's super fun.
Is that something, are laughter clubs like all over the country, or are there other countries or where?
Oh, thank you. Yes. So laughter yoga started in 1995 by a medical doctor, Dr. Madan Kataria in India. His goal is world peace, Audrey. Can you imagine a better goal?
Yeah.
Wow. There are laughter clubs in over 120 countries. I don't know. We lost count. And so it's a beautiful thing. Imagine us all laughing together. And especially I've been laughing since maybe 2012, really laughing since 2020. Right? We know what happened. So we all went into this global thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a laughter club before 2020. I kept getting paid gigs.
That was a joke.
People will be like, I want to come to your laughter club. I'm like, well, I keep getting paid gigs. I don't have a laughter club yet.
Yeah.
And then 2020 came. And I'm an extrovert. I need people. I was, before 2020, I was doing about 100 to 200 events a year with my worm business, Cathy's Crawly Composters.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about that too. But
we can. Yeah, it's the 21st anniversary of Cathy's Crawly Composters.
Mm.
And that's why I started laughing. I have this very big mission of, it's keeping organic matter out of landfill. Okay. And I'm located just north of Toronto, largest city in Canada, 6 million people, half living in condos. And 2002, our landfill closed. And although we're second largest country in the world, we couldn't find a place to site a new landfill. Wow. And we started to export our garbage to the United States. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Hey, that's life.
Sorry on behalf of the government, because I didn't make the decision. Yeah. The governments, right? Both governments.
Yeah, right.
Bad, they don't know about all of the sustainability stuff, right? They just make decisions like that. Yeah. Anyway, so 1,000 trucks a week were making the trip from Ontario to Michigan. Wow. And I could talk for hours about how that is like so wrong, but there's not time. I don't want to talk about that because that's another piece of why I started my worm business. So I started my worm business because it's indoor composting with worms. Mm-hmm. It's food scraps and paper, and the worms eat all of it, and their poop is the black gold. It's nutrient-rich fertilizer, so we can grow more nutritious food. Wow. It's so big, that mission. And I just feel like that's why I was put on earth. Mm-hmm. To do that, and it's fine. I'm owning that I'm the head worm. It's fine.
Right.
Okay, so 2012, 10 years into my worm mission, one more person said, "Ew, worms in the house," and I heard it. I heard it that time. Maybe thousands of times before, hundreds for sure. People had said, "Ew, worms in the house," and I was like, "No, it's important. You got to hear this. You got to hear me," but I wasn't hearing what they needed.
Yes.
Okay, it's important when you're a businesswoman to listen. Whoops. Yeah. So 2012, one more person. I was like, wow, I got all in my head. I was like, what am I doing? Why do I care? What is happening here? And I really started to question everything. How am I going to do this? Mm-hmm. And the very next day I was introduced to laughter yoga. The universe is a fascinating place. It's a fascinating playground.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So laughter yoga, I don't even do yoga. So I was like, wow, I'll just go right to laughter yoga.
Yeah.
Forget all the stretching and all that, the thousands of years of in the making.
Right.
And I was like, laughter yoga, I like to laugh. What is that? Anyway, I looked into that and loved it so much, got trained as a leader, got trained as a teacher. And it became part of my life and part of my business. As an entrepreneur, you just add, people want to pay for this. Okay. So then I was going into long-term care, working with folks with dementia, because it's not jokes or comedy. It's just laughing. There's little games, like little things to inspire the laughter, but it's not jokes, because jokes are cultural.
Yes.
Right. Two people going into a bar. It's not funny for those people that we're laughing at. Right. Right. So it's just little things, and it's a cardiovascular workout. So it's contagious in a good way. And we connect and we open up our brain so that we can get more creative. We can come up with better solutions. Back to stress, Audrey. When we're stressed, we're tight. We're not breathing. Yeah. We're not looking up. We're looking down. Right. Yeah. We're just like, we feel that we're closed. Mm-hmm. So when we're laughing, we're open. We're connected, our brain, we're looking up, not looking down. And that's a simple way to explain how it works, but we just feel good. And for the last 2 years, I've taken a deep dive into why is laughter the best medicine?
Okay.
And I've been laughing full on for 2 years now. I have a laughter buddy that I laugh with. I go to laughter clubs. I just laugh all the time. Whenever I start getting stressed, I start laughing. It doesn't take away my problem. It just helps me cope better.
Yeah. And that's what we need, coping mechanisms.
We do.
Not masks.
We do. And so we are all in this. Who is suffering the most? I don't know. I keep questioning. I have a psychology degree. So I love people, Audrey. I love them. Yes. And I'm curious. What makes people tick? Why do they decide what they decide? And why do we keep on doing the same things. Like we bash our head against, we're like, oh, I was here before. I did this last time. Why do we? Because we didn't get the lesson last time, right? This is a very quick way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure.
Why do we keep on? Because we haven't learned the lesson. Like, so someone said, when you hear of a book again, like someone's like, oh, there's that book. Oh, I read that book before. I'm going to read that again. When you read that book the second time, you're looking at it with fresh eyes because you're spiraling up. I recently heard like we're spiraling up. So each time we are introduced to something again, we're looking at it from a different perspective. How can we not? And so we glean different information the second time around. It's beautiful. And that
makes sense.
Right. And I would suggest if anybody hasn't been to a laughter club, come to a laughter club, but plan to attend more than once. Because whenever we do anything for the first time, it's new. So it may be awkward or strange, like laughing for no reason. What is that? That's odd. And it is, until you get out of your head and into your heart. If we allow our head to say, stop it, you look ridiculous, we wouldn't do anything, Audrey.
Exactly. Worrying about what somebody else is thinking. Oh my God.
Right. And we're the ones that put that on us. We're the ones that wear that hat like, oh, stop it. The neighbors are looking at you funny. Good. Let them look.
Right. And they're in the back of the house. They aren't looking at us. We made it up in our heads.
We've made it up. Everybody's wondering what's everyone thinking about them.
Yeah.
And no one is, by the way.
It's like we should send everybody a message, meet at the end of the driveway, and we're just going to start laughing. So,
can you imagine? That would be so fun. I would love that.
Yeah. So the 4th of July, when they tell everybody to come out and play taps on your instrument or sing it or whatever, we should like come out and just start laughing. So,
right on. Yes. New movement.
Yeah. That's the real music right there. Oh my goodness. So
we're going back into the workplace now, back into the office buildings, back into all of our workplaces, and it's awkward. 2 years, it undid a lot of social things that we had, operating principles. We kind of lost the manual. Now, when we come together, we've only been with family and the people we live with. And it's so weird. Sometimes you have awkward encounters because we've forgotten how to make eye contact. And, so now corporations are they're hiring me to come in. It's for team building. It breaks down barriers. We're connecting on a deeper level. Brainstorming sessions are more creative now. And you think about the president and the mailroom people coming together and all laughing together. Then you're like, oh, it's just changes the whole dynamic. Or families, right? Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh my goodness. So you tribe, you're physically in Canada?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So do you come over to the States or other Australia to go to different places and
right now just virtually, but it really works wonders virtually or locally. I will go. For now, I'm not really traveling anywhere. They keep losing bags. I don't know. Toronto airport seems to be the worst.
You got to start traveling light for sure.
Right. Where are all your stuff?
Oh, right. You come off with all these layers.
I'm sure it's been done before.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Gosh, yeah, but I like the fact that you mentioned like corporations. So any type of organization could actually plug into what you're doing. They have retreats, like the university, they'll have faculty retreats before the semester starts. That would be awesome to have that. Then I could see some professors, all right, class, first class or whatever. Put away your books. We're going to do this exercise, and then the professor just starts laughing without saying anything else. I can just see this, and then it's going to catch somebody, and then they're going to be like, "Look, what is this idiot, doing?" Then somebody else is going to be like, they're just going to be rolling. I think that before the whole class is just on the floor. I could see that.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of energy not to participate in a laughter. When people are laughing, you really have to decide full on that you're like, nope. And I've encountered people who are so resistant to laughter that they just like put up this big shield, like, no, no. And so even like looking at them, trying to get them to crack a bit. It's really interesting. Yeah, that's a powerful
Do you know what
ego.
that is? Okay. Do you know why? Or is it just a fear of letting go or looking ridiculous or what have you found?
I think it could be a whole host of things. Control, it could be, we don't know. And laughter, because when we're laughing full on, we do lose control, like of our mind, like we just are laughing. So we're not thinking anything. And I think for people that are very serious, it's a really scary place to think, wow, I could just be laughing and I don't know what's going to happen. And we don't know, laughter can stir up things. When we have trauma, any kind of trauma, we take a deep breath in. And if we don't do anything with that trauma, and usually oftentimes it came from childhood, another one might go on top. And if we just squish it down, in nature, I'll use rabbits. When a rabbit is chased, and if it survives being chased, it will go and shake right away. It shakes to shake out that trauma, and then it gets on what it say. Then it's like, oh, yum, 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 eats the clover. We don't shake. We just hold on. So we just like, no, I got this. And we're so strong, and we just push it down and push it down. Sometimes in a laughter session, people can feel sad after a session.
Okay.
There can be tears at the end of a laughter session. And, without getting too heavy into that, as a laughter leader and teacher, it's important for us to be aware of how the participants are.
Okay.
And not to go too far, because we're stirring up, we're laughing, and our whole belly is laughing, and our diaphragm. And so it can jiggle up old memories that might bubble up, and it's like, ooh, what's that? And I would say, just as a quick thing, when things are presented to us from earlier on, it's that we may be ready to look at it now. We may be strong enough or mature enough or something to deal with that, and then it's ready to be released and set free into the ethos and transformed. Okay. And this is really getting heavy, but that is really how we grow as people, is getting rid of those, because that energy is being held.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's where the cancers and stuff start coming.
You got it. You got it. It festers, right? It just festers there. It needs some light shone at it, like some laughter light, so that it can just come out and in a gentle way. And that's, I'm surprised when I operate my life as preventative. I don't want to get sick and then get better. I just want to be better. I just want to be healthy. Yeah. So I take all kinds of mechanisms to help make that happen by doing a lot of self-care. And it's not selfish, it's self-love. And so and that's been my way to operate for, I've been eating sprouts for 20 years and I grow my own. So that's been a huge part of my health plan since I started my worm business. Yeah. I became kind of on this path of health and wellness. When I came to laughter, I was so surprised how many laughter leaders, teachers, and masters came to laughter from depression, like on antidepressant medication, and, even suicidal, or like just severely depressed and anxious, and how laughter helped them. And they will say there's testimonials of how laughter saved their life. Okay. And it's a process. It's not one dose, right? It's not coming to one class and it's like, I'm still sad. Right. Right. You wouldn't just take one pill for for a treatment. It's a series. It's changing the groove. Okay. Our brain is wired for negative. And that was because our little amygdala has not evolved since prehistoric times. So when we get stressed, our body thinks we're in imminent danger. We're not, but it acts as if. So that's why our brain is geared to is wired to negative news, because that's supposed to keep us safe. Like, oh, there's a tiger over there. Good, I need to be aware of that. But we don't need that anymore. So we need to rewire our brain so that we can be, instead of when somebody says, oh, this terrible thing happened, and it's like, you're thinking, oh, wait till you hear what happened to me. Oh, you think that's bad, right? And then people are like spiraling down. And we've all been there where you're it's the group think.
Right.
The whole energy starts spiraling down and you're like thinking about, the tragic thing that happened to you. Instead of that, I'm asking people, what about if we say, this great thing happened to me? What happened to you? Can you share a good thing that happened? Because there's good things in every day that happen.
That's
and
right.
the more we look for those good things, the more we'll see them.
Mm-hmm. And that's weird too, because it seems like we feel more vulnerable sharing good things than we do something negative. And
it's like bragging.
I don't understand that. Yeah, right. And you're not, and we're not bragging. But that's weird.
It's showing the way. It's saying this happened to me. It can happen to you too. Like, I'm not special. Why did that happen to me? Because I was looking. Like for me, I'm an action person. I don't just think of things. I rarely think things at all. I just act. I get an idea and then I go do it, because otherwise that idea will get lost. We get so many thoughts in a day. If we don't do like either write it down or take action, like do a step to put that in place, then it gets lost in, like, it's like a cloud. It just goes.
Yeah, it's gone and it gets to the next person.
It gets to the next one.
Yeah, but that's, it becomes their opportunity. But Cathy, where can we get in touch with you? So if we want to be a part of your laughter club, or we want to, to sponsor one, how do we get there?
Yeah, please. My laughter page is cathysclub.com. I would love to invite everyone to come to my laughter club. It's free. It's online on Zoom, 30 minutes, super fun self-care. And the information's on the top of my laughter page.
Okay.
And I incorporate tapping, brain gym, and other healing modalities. My prime objective is really to help people get out of stress and into joy. It's possible. I really believe that once when we feel good, we do good. Like when we feel good, we want to, then we can see somebody else that maybe needs a hand. It's not, look at that person. I didn't even see them before. I want people to care about the planet, but if you're in a mental crisis, you can't care about anything else.
That's right. Yeah.
Come to my club.
Cathy's Club, Cathy's Laughter Club. What is the site again?
It's cathysclub.com, Cathy with a C.
Okay, cathysclub.com. With a C. All right. But Cathy, I think that we should close out with a gut-wrenching laugh.
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Audrey, what fun. I love that. Now you can't stop.
I can remember when me and my best friend, Sandra, we used to laugh, and we would laugh and it's so hard. And this is an example, people.
We've all had them though, Audrey. We've all laughed our heads off. Maybe we peed a little bit, It's
yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's just crazy. We start crying and it's crazy. Yeah.
But we feel good, right? That's the thing is, after we've had a good giggle, we feel good.
Yeah. We can just get up and just go on and do whatever. Do you think this will work, Cathy, with housework or doing the laundry? If we laugh, we could get some kind of energy to go do our chores.
Absolutely. That's one of the activities in laughter yoga is doing something that you don't like. During the laughter club, we might ask, so who has a chore that they don't like? And then you laugh while you're washing the dishes. Ha ha ha. Or
I'm going to have to try that. If it doesn't work, you're going to hear from me.
Okay. Money back guarantee.
Right. Exactly. Okay. All right then. So if you don't have any final words, I'm going to let that laugh piece be, close us out. But if you have any, last minute advice as an entrepreneur, as laughter, please, share it with us.
I don't. I just want people to laugh. That's it.
Okay. All right. But that's what we're going to do.
Thank you for listening to The Business Shop. We hope that you were able to glean valuable information from our guest and that you will download and share this podcast. Your rating and review is much appreciated. To go deeper with our guests, please visit their website and social channels. To learn more about us, please visit businessshop.info or altogether.biz, where we will help you expand your brand.